because again, going down the road with Kanye.
How you gonna do this quick?
Let me do it quick without having to read everything.
Because you.
I'm not going to read what each one of them said.
Okay.
We all know Kanye did the White Lives Matter T-shirt,
right?
With Bonehead Candace, right, in Paris.
Okay.
So again, let me see what anybody said before we do. Wendy said, "You all are so funny." She did it again. Laugh out loud. Renee said he had a weapon on him. I think. Fired his weapon while running from the police. Oh, you saying from
him being in jail?
Yeah, for him being in jail. Wendy said Charlemagne said he used to save eyeballs in the pockets until they got maggots. Yeah, that was disgusting, Dahmer. And Wendy said you should say white privilege matters. Oh, that's a good T-shirt. Ooh. That's a good T-shirt.
White privilege matters.
So, you know he already got backlash for his shirt, White Lives Matter, which we all say, okay, White Lives Matter. Is that to get a rise out of everybody?
White privilege matters.
Yeah. So, okay, you got a rise out of everybody, right? So then he had, there's a black lady that works for Vogue magazine, okay? And she, at the event, she was upset about him sporting that shirt.
Okay.
And so she voiced her opinion and said she didn't like him wearing that shirt. And it was very, it was irresponsible and negligent, really. She was saying it was, and it's almost downright, to me, it's like going somewhere and yelling obscenities and then making everybody get angry and then running away saying, "Oh, I made everybody angry." It's inciting violence.
But here's the thing: does she not understand who's?
Well, yeah.
This man has done a lot of stuff that made us go.
Ooh. But she's just giving her opinion. She's a fashion person, and it's at Vogue,
and it don't even matter.
So he came back and posted a picture. That's why I said I don't have time to show all of this.
Okay.
He posted a picture of her with an outfit on and some boots. He got some nerve talking about somebody's boots. He was talking about her boots. And said, "I bet you Ann Windsor liked those boots." Ann is the lady that's over at Vogue, right? Okay. That's her boss. And cracking on her. Okay. Cracking on her what she looked like.
Okay. Is she funny looking?
No, it's a black lady. Heavy lady, though. Oh. Heavy lady. And you know Ann liked heavy black people because Andre. Remember that? Andre was her friend. Yeah, that's true. You know Ann gonna come.
Andre was a big
Don't mess with no big black people because Ann will come at you. She liked big black people. Okay. Andre was that was her right hand.
Yeah.
So she probably has taken on this lady like Andre since Andre's gone. And apparently this lady everybody likes her in the fashion industry.
He came at her.
And models like her. He even likes her, apparently. Okay. But hold on. You couldn't tell by him doing that.
Oh.
So he does he puts a picture up, and you know he has millions of followers. Oh. So they bullying this lady because Kanye put her picture up. Okay. So Vogue came out on their Twitter and said, we actually condemn what you did. And you're not going to bully our person. She belongs to us and we not belongs to us because that sounds like a slave. But she's our family and we don't like what you did.
Okay.
And he backed down.
Ooh. He actually did.
Because he don't want to disrupt the fashion family. Oh. And then two models, I think y'all had to look. I don't want to look it up. Y'all look it up. I think one of them was Hadid's sister. Forgot her name. Whatever. You don't care. Two models.
Okay.
They came back and said they didn't agree with what he did.
Okay.
They like this woman. She's a wonderful woman. And you bullying her and with you and your stupid shirt. That's kind of what they were saying. So then and the nerve again for him to talk about somebody's boots. With those I know what you did last summer boots. That's what D.L. Hughley call them.
Really?
He walking around and I know what you did last summer boots.
Big giant ones?
And he talking about somebody's boots.
I know.
But and her boots wasn't even bad.
But my thing was...
Okay. But I ain't finished. Okay. So the models came out and spoke out against him. So he had to come back and say, okay, me and the lady talked, the black lady, and we have squashed our beef. She's my sister. We friends. I love her. Apparently everybody loves her, including him. And he shouldn't have did that. So he took it down.
Okay.
So that's big for Kanye because y'all know Kanye don't take nothing down.
Okay.
Wendy says, I enjoy this show so much. I lost a friend recently, and it helps to fill the void. Aww. Well, we're going to pray for you, Wendy. Yeah. Lenora, put Wendy on your prayer list.
I sure will.
Pray for your mind and for you to be able to get through that.
Okay.
So, pray for Kanye, too. But anyway.
I'm tired of praying for him.
He goes and responds back to, well, first of all, he told everybody the beef was squashed. He had dinner with her that night, and they squashed their beef. Mm-hmm. Okay. He said he apologized to her and she apologized to him. Because apparently he said she could have said all that to him and not posted it.
Exactly. Yeah.
If we friends, which I understand what he's saying. If we're friends, you could have said that to me.
They both were wrong.
They both was wrong. But he was more wrong. But she could have came to him if they have a friendship.
Yeah.
And said, I don't like that. What you did, and not blew him out on, Instagram or publicly.
Social media.
But then there's a part that I'm like, that's her job, though. She's a fashion person. So, but anyway, they both apologized to each other, and the beef is squashed. Then he decided he wanted to address the two models that said something.
Okay.
He said, y'all know y'all speaking out against this shirt. Where were y'all at when I couldn't get my kids? When Kim was keeping me from my kids, when all of this stuff was going on for my kids, where was your outrage then? A black man, that he black then, see? He always black when it comes to the Kardashians. Kim's a whore and he's black.
Right.
And Chris is a pimp who stirs the cup and put him in the deep place. Whatever that place is, that movie. He said he went into the movie with the black people that's supposed to be the abyss or whatever that was.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Sunken place. Chris puts him in the sunken place every time she turns the spoon. That's what he says. So every time he has a problem with the Kardashian, he black again. So he said, where was y'all at when this white family was coming out keeping this black man from his kids? Khloe came out and said, how dare you keep saying that narrative? I saw the messages between you and Kim. You knew exactly when your daughter's birthday party was. You're the one that wanted them to have separate birthday parties. And we never told you couldn't come to the birthday party. And you actually came to the birthday party. But you keep putting out into the media that we're keeping you from your kids when you know you can see them anytime you want.
Okay.
So then he came back and said, I'm all paraphrasing, are a white face liar.
He said white face?
Put the white card again.
Oh my goodness.
You're a white woman that's lying on me. I'm a black man. You're a liar. Your family is a bunch of liars. You guys have done nothing but pretty much take from all black people. And you're not going to take me down that road. I refuse to let you take me down that road. I'm a black man with a white people's shirt matters. I guess Black Lives Matter, huh, Kanye?
I guess for me, I'm listening to all this. Why are people even getting their energy? I don't understand why their energy is even drained with this dude.
Renee said he makes my head hurt with all his fake talk mess.
Renee, my head is hurting now. Keep talking about it.
And then I'm loud, so that ain't helping.
Yeah, that ain't helping.
Oh my God. So Kanye, you are lying. That's what she said. And liars, y'all basically kidnapped Chicago. Oh, that's what he said to Khloe. You are lying and are liars. Y'all basically kidnapped Chicago on her birthday so she could remember her father not being there. So there y'all also threw a party before Sam's birthday when I was flying back from Japan to be there for his birthday. And the first I heard about it was seeing pics of the party online. He continues, also, I should see my children 100% of the time. But since there's separation, it should have been 50% of the time. Y'all wouldn't have played with Donda like that in Jesus' name. Why are you throwing his mom in there?
Oh, that's his mom's name, right?
Donda. He's saying if Donda was alive, she'd be taking care of this. They probably would be
more respectful with him having more time with her, with the kids. So maybe there's some truth to what he's saying.
The bottom line is, let's say that everything he's saying is true. You don't get people to listen to you by wearing a White Lives Matter shirt. And then you complain about white people. He plays that black. I don't understand him.
I think we've always come to the conclusion that there's some concerns with him if he's not on his meds. He has some mental issues, and we should already be understood.
How much are we going to keep giving him a pass, though, by saying that he's not on his meds?
It don't matter, because even if he was on his meds, the fact that he still has some mental issues, he has some emotional scars and his pain from his mom's death. Why are we surprised with him? It's kind of like what you said earlier about the snake. We shouldn't be surprised if he acts stupid like Diddy does.
Right.
They have I think he has his track record has not proven that we should sit here and listen to him. That's why I'm surprised his music does as well as it does. His shoe line. I saw somebody else with his shoes on.
And he keeps saying he's a free thinker. Just like Candace Owens keeps saying she's a free thinker. I have news for you. And I know this is controversial. Mm-hmm. If you are a Christian, you are not a free thinker. I'm a Christian. When you're not a free thinker.
Why are they saying free
because
thinker?
When you say the word free thinking, that's logic. It's not logical for a God to come down on earth, be born in a woman, come out and die for your sins. That's not logical.
But it's free thinker meaning you
faith.
Think outside the box.
Christian means that you believe faith. You faith oriented. Mm-hmm. Why they keep saying they free think? You're not logical. That's not logical.
I guess what's the definition of a free thinker? I don't want to just say cut and dry. We're not free thinkers.
Unless he's defining it another way.
Yeah.
A person who thinks freely or independently. One who forms opinions on the basis of reason, independently of authority, especially one who rejects or is skeptical of religious dogma. I just said that. Mm-hmm. The opposite of religion is a free thinker. Mm. They keep saying, him and Candace keep saying they free thinkers. Mm-hmm. How can you be a free thinker and say you are spiritual? That to me don't make no sense. You're not a free thinker. Mm-hmm. Who taught you? Where did you get the Bible from?
Because he's already being specific with his spirituality.
Yeah,
being a Christian.
But
if
being
he was a spiritual person,
then he would just say, "I just believe that there's some higher power in me."
Yeah,
and
spiritually, a new way.
He says he's
out there
a Christian,
but he makes it specific on his faith.
And if you are a Christian, you believe there are certain things you are supposed, the way you live your life, the way Christ wants you to live your life.
More Christ.
Where did you get that from? A book. You got that from a book.
You wasn't supposed to take this long on this.
All right. Anyway.
That's what I'm saying. You said, I knew when you started talking about this, it was going to go long.
You want the donkey of the day? I don't have to do the donkey of the day.
I got to hear that. That's what I was waiting for. I can care less about Kanye.
A Florida woman allegedly pointed a gun at two women trying to cut the gas line. There's long gas lines at the gas stations, right? Because of the hurricane.
Oh, Lord.
So people are waiting hours and hours and hours to get gas. Mm-hmm. Apparently, this woman was in her car, and she thought that these women were trying to cut the line in their car. Uh-huh. They were really just trying to do a U-turn to get out of there.
Okay.
So she took the gun out and pointed it at them and told them they can't cut the line. She was mad that she was in line so long.
I wonder, did they finish their U-turn, or would the gun scare them and deter them to stay?
Right. I don't know. Charlamagne didn't go into detail.
Oh, my God.
But apparently, I guess she got called because you can't do that.
No. What is wrong with her? I wonder if that's a concealing. What state was this in?
Florida.
Ooh.
Florida.
Okay. So that's a donkey. Thank you. All right.
Okay. So again, I could have went on and on about Kanye, but
please don't. You can only go so far talking about his rants and shirts that he's wearing and with these messagings that's triggering people, sidebar conversations that he's having with that lady. Probably
Chloe is saying he's trying to get the heat off of him to where everybody's starting to talk about the Kardashians again. Right.
And then he throws in the black card, and we know him now. Why we follow that trail? It's like Trump. When Trump makes comments, we follow him and go, "Oh, he said another comment about." Oh,
are you oppressed by white people or not? I don't know in him. He goes back and
because
forth.
he wouldn't have gotten with Kim.
No, but he's saying they're oppressing him now.
Maybe later they are, but at the time he was with her, he wasn't thinking about oppression because he got with her and had 4 kids.
Just ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know where his mind is. It's like a lot has happened since his mom passed. Maybe there's a void.
And he said Donda, because he brought up Donda's name.
Yeah.
Donda wouldn't have let this happen.
It's something that's not right with him, that he really needs to sit down and get, you know what, us Christians who believe in deliverance.
All right. Mm-hmm. All right. So that was it, y'all. Did you have anything else?
No, that was it.
That was it, y'all. That we went through all our stories. Let me see if anybody said anything. Wendy says, well, I told you Renee said he makes my head hurt with all his fake deep talk mess. Wendy says a lot of very creative people are a little nuts. I think that's what it is. Mm-hmm. He probably got so many ideas going on in his head.
You're crazy.
So what's Candace's problem? She's just a bottlehead. I
don't know who this Candace is.
Candace Owens.
Okay.
Wendy Pierce.
I probably need to look her up.
Wendy says Kanye is double-minded, and the Bible says a double-minded person is unstable in all his ways. Yes.
Yes, he is.
That means he has two. He has the good, the angel and the devil on his shoulder.
He's not stable.
Yeah.
So he is double-minded.
Yeah, I'm sad. All right, y'all. Hey, go ahead.
Well, not so much her, because she was the old White House.
She was on there.
No, they did they talked about the topic on The View today for politics version.
Dang, you want some water?
Sonny said, apparently remember we talked about the Republicans play chess and the Democrats play checkers. Well, there was a move that the
Democrats are
Republicans have been known
to
do, where they put a lot of backing and a lot of financial into that one person to run for office. And one of the things that the Democrats are doing, she's speaking on pretty much not, some Republicans have gone as far as calling, wait a minute, I'm sorry, hold on. Made a point about both sides getting into the arena of winning at all costs. It don't matter. We're going to do whatever we can to get ahead. Even our values, anything that we stand for, it don't matter because we got to get ahead. We got to get somebody in the Senate that's going to represent our party. So they'll do whatever they need to do.
The same as the Republicans.
Will Democrats boost extreme Republicans backfire? And Sonny was saying, well, y'all always seem to get mad when the Republicans get to do all the things, but when the Democrats do it, it's y'all talk about, you know, and I understand what she's saying because they
don't know what you're talking about.
As far as backing up extreme candidates to get them ahead.
So she's saying when the Democrats do it, the Republicans complain.
And the Democrats are doing it now.
They all been doing it.
I guess when they put their claims that I'm trying to read what I said here.
Just read it.
Okay. Sarah was saying that both sides have done it and it doesn't make anyone right. You're doing it on both sides because you take a risk when you're putting all your support behind a Republican candidate that is, you know, negative and whatever, and hope that something would happen with them.
So she said they giving money to the other ops.
To the other, yes.
Extreme.
And look what happened when we got Trump came in office because of
That's
that.
why you can't do that.
That's why Sarah was like, please, you guys, come on. Don't. It may backfire.
It is going to backfire.
Like it did with Trump.
Yeah.
Don't back up somebody thinking, well, let's push them ahead.
It's like,
ain't nobody going to vote for you.
It's like they did. It's like you said, with Trump. They pushed Trump ahead because they felt like he wouldn't win against Hillary.
Exactly.
They pushed him. He's not going to win against Hillary. Remember, everybody was laughing. He didn't even.
It was a joke to people.
He was even shocked the night of the election.
He sure was.
He said, "I was looking like
I won."
He said, "I even look like. Are you serious?"
Yes.
Because people was pushing him. Because they knew that if he would be the front runner, Hillary would win easily.
Exactly.
And it backfired.
I wanted to kind of touch on...
Rain says, great job, ladies. Wendy says, I think Diddy is very confused and I think he's bisexual. Absolutely.
Ooh, stop.
But I said that, remember? So we'll see.
Bisexual.
Go ahead.
But you know her.
But go ahead.
But one of the things I wanted to bring up, and I have it ready for her to talk, is this Dana Loesch, host of some show, radio host, the comment that she made. Because remember yesterday people were talking about Herschel Walker and all the messiness with the paying the girlfriend for the abortion and all that. Well, this chick pretty much is kind of speaking to they don't care.
This Jean lady?
Not Jean. They're going to show the lady that made the comment. Let's listen to her.
All right.
The right to vote, to fundamental rights for people across the country. This is three-dimensional politics, people trying to win, and Democrats trying to hold on control of at least one house of Congress.
I don't care if Herschel Walker paid to abort endangered babies Eagles. I want control of the Senate. If the Daily Beast story is true, you're telling me Walker used his money to reportedly pay some skank for an abortion, and Warnock wants to use all of our monies to pay a whole bunch of skanks for abortions.
First of all, ma'am,
Whoopi got mad.
there's a lot of women who find themselves in a position of having to have an abortion. How dare you call them skanks? First of all.
First of all, who is that lady?
This lady, she's supposed to be a radio host. And they probably had her online saying this as far as her interview that she had. But she was pretty much proving the point that they were saying. They don't care if that man shot somebody, raped somebody, fondled somebody in his basement. They want a Republican in the Senate. That's all they're concerned with.
But I told you that.
And the fact that
they don't care about that.
And the fact that she's calling not just his skank,
everybody a skank
that had an abortion. You know they're going to eat her alive. Because you know some women had to have them because of the life-death situation.
First of all,
how dare you put a whole group of women who've had abortions
as skanks.
Call them skanks.
First of all, you a skank.
That's what Whoopi was pretty much saying. She said, I want to...
Because, let me tell you something.
Okay,
here we go.
Okay.
You said, let me tell you something,
baby.
First of all, nobody wants you. Mm-hmm. You probably some lonely woman that watches Sex in the City. Ooh. And eats ice cream out of the pint. And you mad because your last boyfriend cheated on you with some fat girl.
Where you getting all this from? I didn't even go there. I wasn't even going there with this.
Because that's why everybody else is a skank. Because you think you look better than everybody else, and your boyfriend cheated on you, and you by yourself, or your husband is cheating on you now.
But here's the thing: why do you do a paintbrush of every single woman who has had that procedure, who has had one? No, don't care what their reasons are. If it was a life or death situation, if they were 10 years old and got raped.
She said she don't care if he, what is something she said, baby seals or eagles or endangered.
Yes, endangered.
Wendy said skanks. Renee said they just want to push him in that seat.
Yes.
True Blue is laughing. And Renee said she pulled all that out of that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, Trump said I could murder somebody in the middle of the street,
and they still
will support me. Will vote for me.
It's about
a seat. Now do y'all understand when I say both parties are destroying this country?
Yeah,
that's why I don't support either party.
Yeah,
because the Democrats are just as bad.
Well, I'm not gonna say I don't support. Because I will vote.
No, I vote. I'm saying party.
Oh well, no. I
don't vote party. I vote
I'm getting phone calls now from these telemarketers asking me for my suggestion who I'm running towards, and leaning towards for our governor for our state, and I pretty much tell them I don't take part in any other parties. Yeah, I'm independent.
But
really.
Anyway, like I was saying. That's why I was saying,
to go there with her. That wasn't nothing to do with her personal life.
Because she called people skanks.
I don't know why she's calling every woman.
Why are you even saying the word? Let's look up the word skank. What does the word skank mean?
But to put every woman that has, what does it have to do with Herschel Walker and his girlfriend, or his baby mama or whoever?
That's not even. That's like what is that when you call it? Skank.
Slut.
No, the word
skank.
Yeah.
What about it?
It's not a real word. It's what's the word I'm thinking of, y'all? Slang. That's it. Because it ain't even coming up as what
you would think people be Googling it now because she said it.
It says a person, and especially a woman, of low or sleazy character.
Yes.
So she a skank.
She gonna be one after this.
No, she a skank now.
She didn't painted a broad stroke over every woman. It just said who had an abortion.
A person, especially a woman, of low or sleazy character.
So she won herself.
She's a skank.
It's like I don't want no scrub, and you a scrub.
And you a scrub. You a skank.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Dana, Loesch.
Skank
I
Dana.
think she's a radio host.
Let's hashtag Skank
But
Dana.
the point that she was making is what they were saying. She don't care what Herschel Walker. That's what she's saying. I don't want nobody else overturning this. I don't want abortion should be
I don't
illegal.
care if he whatever to children.
Yes.
I want him in that seat.
I want that seat. That's more important than anything else.
Anything.
Yes.
I don't care if his mom is locked in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
I want him in that seat.
Yep.
You see how they sold themselves? You sold yourself. And you just summed up why you keep voting for comb over. True Blue says people. Oh, she pulled out of that. That's what Renee said. True Blue said people are monetizing their ignorance on these podcasts, and it's unfortunately spilling over into politics. Yes.
Yeah.
Wendy says, whenever I vote now, my only option is to pick the lesser of the two evils.
Yeah.
Isn't that sad?
Isn't that sad?
Well, he hates his mom, but that guy punched his mom in the face.
So that's he actually physically touched her. So
but he cussed his mom out.
Yeah.
So
verbal abuse is okay compared to physical.
Some people can't distinguish. True says some people can't distinguish between entertainment from the real life situations. I agree.
Yeah.
So she honestly,
I bet you she opened a can of worms with that comment.
And I agree. She probably don't even believe what she said.
I know.
She's just trying to get some clicks and views.
Yeah, and she may get some death threats.
Well, you gonna get that
skanks.
anyway. Some skanks. The International Skank Club.
How dare you call me a skank?
You said the definition said we're low and miserable people or whatever. So of course we're gonna attack you.
Coming at you big time.
We skanks. Yes. That's what we do.
Takes one to know one.
Right.
Remember back in the day?
Oh, so that's what we should have said.
I know you are, but what am I?
You know what? Let's reverse everything I said. What I was cracking on her. Because that's me, right? When they go low, we go high.
Oh, well.
Okay, so when she went low, I was going lower.
Yeah, you did.
All right, let's rewind. Everybody.
I know you are, but what am I?
Everybody.
What's that, Pee Wee Herman?
Everybody, take that out of your mind. I wasn't calling her a skank.
Okay.
Now, you just told me the story about what she said. We rewinding.
Okay.
You just
okay.
You just really? She said she called people a skank.
She called.
Well, you know what?
Women who've had abortions.
I know you. I know I am. But what are you?
So you just did all of that so you can make that comment.
Sticks and stones may break my bones,
but words
never
hurt me.
Never hurt me.
Call me a skank. I don't care.
I'm sorry. I still got to say.
But she's
skank.
gotten ugly. You know what? The whole since comb over, people have gotten ugly. Politics is ugly. They're calling people names and degrading them, and as long as they probably say the N-word in their privacy of their homes.
They don't say it in the privacy. They say it outward now.
Oh, I haven't seen anybody that's been that bold.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. Because they know they'll be fired from TV.
Wendy said laugh out loud.
Cancel culture.
All right, let me get off that
What's
skank.
next?
Not you, Whoopi, the other one.
Whoopi
Skank.
was mad when she said that.
What did Whoopi say? Let me hear what Whoopi said.
And I believe the whole point is that Walker is saying, I believe that this is murder, I believe that, and has paid supposedly for women to have abortions. That's the point. If we're gonna have these discussions, please stick to them and not go off calling people names. Because I'm keeping calling you a name out of my mouth because it's not the right thing to do. Now,
right. It just exposes
She's so
the
much
moral
better than I am.
taking over
She
my
is,
party.
y'all.
Like,
She
I
more
listen
mature
to
than
that.
I
I
am.
can't defend that for.
I tried to rewind.
I know.
I asked all of y'all to forget me calling that lady name, I went back.
Yeah.
I tried to take the high road like Whoopi.
Yeah.
I'm not as mature as Whoopi.
Whoopi has to. She's on TV. She can't.
And Whoopi's has
she got
more
in trouble when she did that little comment about the Jews.
Whoopi's also older than me.
Yeah.
And she's been through more than I have. So she knows what it's like to go back and forth calling each other names. And then people miss what you're actually trying to say because they concentrating on you going back and forth calling each other names.
Exactly. The point was
stick to the point.
Real, yes.
Is that he's a loser, he's a moron, even if I'm calling him a name. He paid allegedly this woman for an abortion, and he's anti-abortion.
Well, you know they had to do their legal comment that he's
Allegedly.
He's not,
He's
saying that
allegedly.
he did that.
So that's why I said allegedly.
Okay.
Not that, I don't know. You could have 3 viewers and somebody will come up and say they heard you say something. All right, so let's go to the next one. What did I say here? Diddy.
What did he do?
He was on the Breakfast Club today. This article, XXL, Diddy calls Mase a fake pastor, claims Mase owes him $3 million.
Does he?
Diddy is attempting to clear his name from the narrative that he steals money from his artists, specifically former bad boy rapper
That's the word
Mase.
on the street.
That's the word on the street, Diddy. On Wednesday, October 5th, The Breakfast Club, Power 105, which I watched, aired a new interview with Diddy where the hip-hop mogul talked about never jerking anybody on his label, despite the ongoing complaints from former artists like Mase, who is still calling out his former boss.
M-A-S-E.
Yes. Do you have Diddy on there? Okay. Just in general, the Mase thing. I did 1 album with Mase. 1 album. How much money do you think I owe this guy? Puff said at the 46-minute mark of the sit-down interview he had. And then he became a fake pastor and went and con people. What is that? Con people. And coon people. Lord Jesus. Con people. Coon.
Because he
and y'all gonna
not good with the black
and
man.
y'all gonna let him throw dirt on the God's name? I guess he God.
Because P. Diddy found God himself.
Well, he's God. Maybe he's saying God's name. I think he's whatever. I don't know. I hope he's talking about God, and not him as God.
Little G God.
Right.
Okay.
Anybody can come and step up. Bring your receipts. But I'm not playing. I'm back outside and I'm fighting back for us. I'm also doing some fighting back for me. So he's tired of this narrative that he steals from his artists.
Okay.
He's finally
has some artists come forth and said,
every artist that
got the receipts.
I thought you meant has any artist came forward and said he steals from him. That's every artist.
Oh.
But he said he's tired of it. He says he's thinking he's getting older now, so he's thinking about his legacy. And he doesn't want that to be the legacy. Before he would ignore it, he said. But now he don't want that to be the legacy that he steals from his artists. Is there
truth to that, though?
He's saying there's no truth. He says he has records that show he don't owe nobody. And he says he's on his platform. He's going to do a reveal show. He's going to break down each artist. And he's going to talk about how he doesn't owe them anything and why.
Okay.
So, and Charlamagne said, you're going to do that on your platform? And he said, yes.
Because the argument can still be, he may not owe any monies, but the contracts that he put in place with them could still be some
My uncle had a very famous song, and he sold his song for nothing
to it. Yeah.
And the song has made millions of dollars.
He only got paid when his voice was
so you could not owe somebody money, but you can also swindle. What is that word? Swindle people out of money.
Yeah, out of things that you've done in the contract that was still misleading.
Small print.
Yeah. So you may not owe a dime.
Exactly.
To these people, but come on, Diddy.
So if you're going to do the show, do it right.
Be clean with it.
Be clean. I didn't handle that correctly. Give them their money.
Okay.
You a billionaire. He's almost a billionaire.
That's what you had said about Creflo when he was teaching.
Yeah, Creflo.
He said the book.
Creflo said,
tithes and
all these years I've been teaching it wrong. So you're going to give everybody their money
bring
back?
their books back to the church.
Bring their books
give
back
them their money
and you
back.
give them their money back.
Yes.
Or if you show me you have my old book, you can trade it for my new book.
Yeah.
No charge.
No charge.
How much you want to bet that didn't happen at Creflo Dollar's church?
I don't even know. If y'all know about it, please let us know.
The man's name is Dollar.
I know.
Creflo Dollar.
From his mom, from the womb of his mom.
All right, let me go back. I've been missing y'all comments. Hey y'all, Renee Secret Garden said, hey y'all. Renee said, but we watched him do it on the show. Thank you. We watched him do it on the show he had. He had a show. Remember
bringing up new
making
artists
the band,
making
the band. Wendy says, I think Diddy is full of it. Yes. Yeah. Renee Secret Garden says, yes, I agree with you, Wendy. And that's it. Yes. We watched him do it.
He's got amnesia. Diddy, come on. And then the thing that got me, let's just say for the sake of argument, you trying to leave a good legacy. You already dogging out dude. Let's just say for sake of argument, Mase is fake or whatever. Why you gotta shout out that about the brother?
That he a fake pastor.
You just
now I do believe he is a fake pastor,
but it don't matter. You're messy too.
You're messy too.
Come on, Diddy.
And yes, he's messy too.
He's messy too.
And I think that Diddy, I feel like if you there is time for you to clear up your legacy. Yeah. I do believe that.
Yeah.
It's not gonna come from you being fake. Right. You got to be real when you're going to do this.
Transparent, my brother.
Wendy says a lot of things about video questionable. I've seen some footage of him. It gives me pause. I agree.
Come on.
I feel like if you want to do a good legacy, then do a good legacy. Mm-hmm. Come out, do your show like you said.
I don't even think he needs to go detail on what each artist. Don't do that.
No.
And you need to get clean with God. That's the main thing.
Well, according to him, he is.
No, because you talking this mess already. God don't like that.
He said he used to be, I watched him on the Breakfast Club. Mm-hmm. He said he used to be a bad boyfriend, but now he don't even get in relationships like that anymore because he's sleeping with Young Miami.
Passed away.
Who knows? Well, he had, what's her name after that? He's been with, but he's with Young Miami. He said they both date other people, whatever. And he said, yes, that's the City Girls.
Okay.
And he said he don't want to hurt nobody no more going forward, so that's good. That's him starting off, so he don't try to make it seem like he exclusive.
You can't make promises that you're not going to hurt anybody, because that's just showing that you're not human.
No, but don't try to tell people you're in a relationship with them and then sleep with everybody and their mama.
I know.
Just be honest and upfront. I'm a hoe. So that part is good. Now I don't know if he's come clear about who he with, because it's always been questionable about him with men, women, and everything, but we know for a fact he's with a lot of women.
Okay.
So at least be honest about that. Yeah. So be honest. But he can still clear up his legacy.
If he wants.
Just be honest.
Just don't call people names and stuff and fake.
As Mase was a big part of Bad Boys. He was a huge part of Bad Boy. Wrote for people and everything.
Yeah.
Wendy says, no, did you hear what he said about being single? Yeah, that's what we just talking about. Him saying that he's single and he he ain't tied down to one person. He has fun, him and Young Miami.
How old is he? He older than you.
We gotta do this again.
It gives me some clarity on when somebody gets
y'all laugh age. Right, because Lenore does that, and I can't
think about it. You guys, the age of a person kind of lets you know.
Yeah, but you ask
are they an old live or what?
You ask when we live. Nobody does that.
I'm sorry.
No, on the View they don't. Whoopi don't go. Hold this
No, they do. They talking their thing, and they got the people in the back giving.
We don't have no people in the back.
Name of that book?
All right.
Oh yeah, it was called such and such.
All right, I'm the people in the back. Diddy is 52.
Okay.
For God's sake.
It makes sense because at a
people
certain...
in the back.
Hey,
Lenore,
what was Diddy's age again?
Lenore, I know you want to know how old Diddy is. Diddy is 52.
Well, when we get bigger,
Diddy.
We'll have people in the back like Larry Reed. He be fussing at his producer, his cameraman.
Yeah.
Hey, look up such and such. Yeah. What's the number? Put the number down on the bottom.
Wendy said 51, I think. I just looked it up, Wendy. He's 52.
Well, that's Googling. And Googling could be, a year off. Yeah. But he's in his 50s, so that's what I meant.
Yes. Okay. Lauren Schuyler said he love him some booty. He do. And at least he being honest about it. Now, we don't know whose booty, but at least he's being honest that he loves it. Yeah. And he has to,
Okay.
All right. So that's enough with him. He, again, saying that Mase is a fake... Where you going?
My chair's
that Mase is a fake pastor. And I said I agree with that. Mase left... Mase was ran out of town. Just so people know.
Oh, really? I thought he found God.
No, he was ran out of town.
He had a aha moment, a Damascus Road.
Well,
no, it wasn't that.
Most people do when they end up running from something, or when they go to prison or something, they find Jesus. Okay. So that's how he was. He got ran out of town. And who gonna kill? Murder a pastor? I guess people do, but
they don't care no more.
They don't care no more. Okay. But back when he became a pastor, people cared. I guess
that was in the early days.
Yeah, so he did run out of town.
People would say fake. You ain't found no man. You
and
faking.
I do believe Diddy would know he's a fake pastor. He is.
But he ain't got to say all that.
But we don't know. Diddy being messy.
Yes,
he being like 50 Cent, messy.
Didn't he make a comment when He made a comment after the famous slap.
He said he got them together backstage.
Man, you just fucking make me sick.
He said it's squashed. The beef is squashed. Man,
How you gonna say that?
I got Will Smith and Chris Rock together backstage, and they squashed it.
See how he talks a lot, and that's not true.
You're right.
That's not true.
You're right.
I'm so glad I thought about that.
Good job. He lies.
Stupid man.
Lauren said he just can't make money off Mase no more. Now he fake. True. That's true.
Yeah.
So if Mase is for real, Diddy, and then again, you just showed we can't trust nothing Diddy say.
No.
All right.
It's okay.
But that's Diddy. That's Diddy. But we know that's Diddy.
I know. I'm tired of him.
But we know it's him.
Kanye. In the news again. Oh, no. What do they do?
Again, I like dealing with people if you know who they are. And when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. Maya Angelou.
Yes.
So when they show you who they are, believe them.
And we can't be surprised.
The man who was outside, showed us the man in the wintertime saw the snake. Remember, the snake was frozen.
He picked him up and warmed
the snake
him
was
up.
dying.
Put him under his coat.
He was frozen. He brought the snake in the house. He brought the snake back to life, warmed the snake up, put the snake in his coat, and the snake warmed up and bit the man. And as the man was slowly dying, he said, "Why did you bite me? I helped you. I did everything." He said, "You knew I was a snake when you picked me up."
I love it.
That's the best one.
Can't be surprised.
Knew I was
picking a snake up. Even a cold.
So you gotta handle him like a snake. Yeah. You gotta have those things that you pick him up. Hey, Diddy, what's up?
Until he warms up.
Yeah. And he cool. But you gotta handle him.
He ain't biting me.
I'm not putting Diddy in my coat. No. You kidding me?
He'll bite me.
All right. Wendy said if Diddy was really humble, he has enough to just give Mase money regardless. That's how I would play it.
Quit screaming about he owes you.
How Mase gonna give you $3 million and you a billionaire?
Diddy, come on.
Yeah.
Be the man of God that you say you are, and let that be gone.
We'll see.
Forgive.
Yeah. So that was the latest with him.
Okay.
But again, I like Diddy, but it's like 50. You gotta handle him.
You gotta feed him with a
long spoon.
Long spoon.
Like a lion in a cage. You gotta feed them.
Bite your arm
and they'll bite the spoon off. But you fed them, y'all cool. We good.
Eat the spoon, I don't care.
Yeah, they'll do whatever.
Okay.
So I like Diddy like that.
Okay. What's next?
Lauren said 112 just gave up. They sure did. The group. And the Winans dude that used to be with them. What? Everybody in Bad Boy gave up.
Oh.
Everybody.
Yeah.
This you. You want to go to your lady?
Yeah, just a little bit up.